Today I am here at the 2020 NAMM Show at a booth that contains two pianos. Now here in the large Lounge 88 room, there are a large number of piano makers that will come to the show, but piano manufacturers aren't the only people who will come to the NAMM Show. And the people who own these two pianos are in fact piano rebuilders. Today I'm here at the Meyer booth at the 2020 NAMM Show, and these guys rebuild pianos. Now they don't just rebuild pianos, they do an amazing job of rebuilding their pianos. There are so many small, intricate variables that go into building and rebuilding a piano that it's incredibly difficult to get a piano to come out good, never mind get it to come out good consistently time after time again. Some manufacturers have a hard time doing this, but Meyer has managed to come out with consistently quality rebuilds time after time again, and every single time I sit down to play one of their pianos, I find myself enjoying them almost sometimes more than the last one of theirs that I played. I've done a few videos of their rebuilds in the past that I have found at various places here and there, and I've given them glowing reviews because they take a piano that's from the 1930s, they make it look like a brand new modern piano, and they make it play sometimes even better than a brand new piano of that brand. So today I'm here with a Steinway L from the 1930s that's been rebuilt by Meyer in Poland, and I'm just going to play it and let it speak for itself because these guys do a fantastic job of bringing the action and the sound of the piano back to life. As you can hear, the sound of this piano is absolutely beautiful. This is a Steinway L, by the way. I'm not sure if I said that, but regardless, this has a really beautiful sound. It has a nice, thick, fat bass, a sparkly treble, a warm mid-range, basically all the things I love in a piano, and it also has a nice, hefty feeling action. It's a little bit on the heavier side, but it has a very responsive feel, and I'm easily able to play pianissimo all the way up to forte, and I will test that out in a little bit later in this video. But now let's try out the treble end of this piano with the original test piece I wrote to test out the treble and see how that sounds. The treble and the entire piano is just very, very well balanced. It goes into having this nice, warm mid-range to this very sparkly treble, which I find is excellent for music like this. That type of a sound, that icy, cold, crystalline treble, is well associated with German and European pianos. These instruments are rebuilt in Poland, so I guess they kind of inherited a little bit of those German quality sounds into these pianos. It has a really, really nice sound, and I really enjoy playing it. But also the bass end on it is really good too. really, really wonderful sound from this piano. It's kind of amazing to think that this is a rebuilt piano from the 1930s, because a lot of rebuilt pianos from the 1930s often will not sound this good or play this good. Some of the ones I've seen, even from very, very well-known makers, some of the rebuilds have been very, very poor, unlike this piano, and some of those rebuilds I found couldn't even do something like this. I'm not going to play the whole thing of that piece here right now because there's a lot going on at the NAMM Show, but it's a lot of fun to play. And the thing I notice most about this piano when I play that is that I can actually hear it at the NAMM Show. Like I said, there's a lot going on. It was a lot quieter about 20 minutes ago when I first came over here, and now there's a lot more volume in the room. So when I play it quietly, it's kind of hard for me to hear, but when I play it loudly, I really can hear the piano, and that indicates to me that this instrument has a very wide dynamic range. I can play it extremely, extremely quietly with ease, or I can play it very loudly. With absolute ease. It's easy to do both of those, and so that indicates to me that this is a really great piano. If you were looking for an instrument that maybe would be great in a small setting of maybe 5 or 6 other musicians, an instrument like this would be really great. Has a bit of a brighter tone up here in the treble, so if you need to play that, it can easily compete and work well with the other instruments, but also if you need to, you can dial the piano back and play quietly and play underneath of the other instruments and let one of them take the solo. So an instrument like this with a wide dynamic range but a small form factor is really, really fantastic, and it's, in my opinion, a mark of a very quality piano, especially of one of this size. Not all pianos in this 6-foot range have a good dynamic range, and a lot of that is because of the action, also the voicing of the hammers and the quality of the piano, but a lot of it comes down to the action. If you don't have a quality action, or a quality action that is regulated well in your instrument, you won't be able to get the same dynamic range and control out of it that you will if you have a well-regulated action, with which this one is. So here's a bit of a better look at the inside of this Meyer rebuilt piano. As you can see, like I mentioned earlier, it has the silvery colored harp. This may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I kind of like the silver pale aesthetic of the silver inside contrasted with the dark black outside and also the dark rich colored wood on the inside. I think it's a pretty cool aesthetic. It's definitely modern. Let me know what you think of it. But one thing that's really important that I wanted to mention about Meyer rebuilt pianos is that they will always, with no exception, preserve the soundboard of the original piano. So this piano is from 1930, so it has a soundboard from 1930. Instead of repairing a soundboard that has cracks or has bad crown, instead of replacing a soundboard that has cracked or bad crown. What Meyer will instead do is repair the soundboard using shims to boost the crown of the piano and make it be perfect once again for many years to come. So instead of replacing the soundboard and destroying the tone of the original piano, Meyer retains the original soundboard and keeps that 1930s golden tone. Many people like to consider the 30s as Steinway's golden era, and this contains that original soundboard, so that is part of the reason why this piano still sounds as good as it does. Of course, it's been rebuilt by expert craftsmen, so that's another reason why it sounds good, but the original soundboard definitely helps. It looks new because they have actually sanded it and not refinished it. Well, I guess they have refinished it, but it has a new appearance, but it is in fact the original soundboard. The inside of this piano looks gorgeous. I absolutely adore it, and I've reviewed another piano that has the same exact aesthetic, and I really liked it. And of course, not only does it look beautiful, but it also plays beautiful as well, and in my opinion, sounds really good. So that all together creates a really fantastic piano. Really hope you guys have enjoyed this video here at the Meyer booth at the NAMM 2020 show. It's really impressive to me how they're able to churn out consistent rebuilt pianos, which is, like I said, very difficult to do. Some manufacturers of new pianos will struggle to have consistency in their instruments, whereas Meyer does not seem to have any problem with that at all. This is like the 4th or 5th rebuild from them that I've played, and I've loved them all. They're all really fantastic. Like I said, I've done a few other videos of them in the past, mentioned that they were rebuilt and stuff. So if you might be familiar with those, one of them in fact looked very much like this, had the exact same aesthetic. Something cool they kind of do is they will actually modernize the appearance of the piano. So originally, this Steinway L wouldn't have had this beautiful wood underneath the underneath the lid, or the silver-colored harp. That's something that Meyer has done in recent years to make it appear more modern and give it like I said, a modern twist to make it fit into the modern household. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Meyer does fantastic work on all of these pianos. It's been an honor to be here and play at their booth, and there might be some cool opportunities to play around with more Meyer pianos in the future. So if that sounds cool, you might want to check out my channel if you're new here. I've got lots of cool videos of pianos, organs, keyboards, and all kinds of other cool musical instruments. If any of that sounds cool, you might want to think about subscribing, and if you do subscribe, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.